Morning, morning, morning. What up, what up, what up? I got another one for you. Welcome to another edition of Midweek Medicine. It's your boy, Miguel Brown, and we here. Look here, let me kick it off. Last week I took y'all deep, right? Gave y'all a story of mine that was real personal and close to me. Had some people close to me dealing with this situation, learning how to let it go. Learning how to see problems that you have, like them real deep problems that cause situations in your life that affect you in bad ways, and learning how to turn them around, let them go, stop empowering those problems and empower your solutions, right? Let me start this real quick. When I was younger, some of y'all probably did this. Grandfather used to have me working in the yard, right? Slaving. While everybody else was playing, had me doing little garden work, stuff like that. One of those things with garden work is every now and then you gotta pull up weeds, right? And weeds, they're desirable to any kind of garden or crop or anything like that, because weeds, when they start growing, they spread faster than a flower or something like that would, and they suck up the nutrients and the water that any other flower would need, even the sunlight, right? When you're pulling those, the only way you get rid of a weed, you got to pull it up. You got to pull it all the way out at the root, right? Sometimes you can get you a weed, and you can snatch it up real easy and there's no problem. But then every now and then you're going to come across a weed that on the surface, it look minor, it look little. But when you pull on it, you see that you got to use two hands, because the harder you pull, the deeper that root go, the thicker it get, the bigger it is, the stronger it is. Next thing you know, you got blisters on your hands trying to pull that out. So that's what I'm talking to y'all about, bitterness, right? Y'all pay attention to my story last week. I had a lot of things in there that could have affected me in a way where it had me causing, I had problems with my mother. It made even more problems with my ex-wife. It just would have created things. When bitterness takes root in your heart, it puts you in a place where it affects all your relationships, whether it's from your minor relationships to your major relationships. I'm not just talking about your boyfriend, girlfriend, your husband and wife. I'm talking about a simple encounter in the elevator to your boss, your wife, whatever the case may be, and these things begin to affect you. It affects all your relationships in a negative way, and that's where the whole empowering your problems come in, because you start focusing on the negative. Those roots, the deeper they go in you, the more they affect you. Some of y'all think that attitude that you have, you're supposed to have that attitude. Some of y'all think that you snappy like that every day just because that's who you are, that's who I am, and that ain't gonna change. You got road rage because you think your morning started out bad. Nah, that's not how you meant to be. You got bitterness down in you somewhere. Somewhere you have not let something go. Somewhere you have not forgiven somebody. Somewhere you have not apologized to somebody where you need to. And these are things you got to do to free yourself, to release yourself, to free up that space in you, to allow the blessings that's supposed to take place in your heart and in your life. Sometimes we listen to our emotions, right? When we listen to our emotions, they not always right. On ATL, he said, it's the difference between what you feel and what's real. And sometimes your emotions, they not always real. They don't always guide you in the best place, especially when you already have bitterness, anger, malice, hatred, bad thoughts in your heart already and in your mind. These things affect you. Jeremiah 17:9 says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Well, when you already got something as bad as hate or dislike for somebody in your heart because they hurt you in some type of way, that's the type of stuff that you're going to produce. It's said that you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. And if you are in a situation and you've had these deep things happen to you in your life that affected you in a negative way, but you always focused on them one way or another, empowering the problem, then that's the type of stuff that you're going to get in life. All the things that you're meant to have, the praise that all the prayers that you pray, your blessings will be hindered by those. Your prayers will be hindered by those. Things that you want in life, the gifts that you want to use, this stuff will not happen because you stuck in a position of poison, of negative, with these bad roots down in you. My mother, of everything that she's always wanted to teach my brother and I and anybody else that has listened to her, is that you gotta keep a right heart. That's what the main thing is. That's what life's about. Keeping a right heart, no matter what. With my situation that I explained to y'all last week, I had to get to a point And I was thankful to get to a point that I could forgive and apologize and move forward. And a lot of y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this, but sometimes that very person that you need to forgive or apologize to, whatever the scenario may be, that's the very person that holds your gift in their hands and you don't even know it. See, that's the thing about keeping your heart right, because if you got this hatred towards people, this hurt in your heart that you holding on to, that you making an unconscious choice to hold on to, because that's what you're doing. Because it's just making a choice. You either gonna let it go and you can go on with your life, or you gonna hold on to it and be bound by it and be rooted by it and never succeed in life the way that you are supposed to succeed in life. Creating me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. That's what you got to do every day. That very person that you got to forgive or talk to or apologize to, if you can forgive them, one day you're going to have to thank them too. And you might not have to physically thank them, but you will appreciate them, because if it wasn't for that situation in your life, if you were able to overcome that, if you were able to keep a right heart about that and forgive that individual and move forward, I guarantee you it opened up a bigger door for you. It opened up a blessing for you. My situation taught me a lot. I'm still learning from the video I did last week. Every day I've been learning new things to deliver to y'all, so that you can grow, so that you can let these things go, that you can have that release and move forward. And that's what this is about. I told you I'm a transformational speaker, not just a motivational speaker. I want to see you change your life with everything in me, period, right? You got to start sifting through your emotions when you have hurt down in you, and seeing what emotions will lead you in the right way and what emotions are taking you in a position of where you're just going to stay bound and not be able to move forward. Because to walk around with the attitude and all that, the things that you think you are, it's not healthy for you. It's cancerous. It's poisonous to you. That's what bitterness is. You got to uproot that. You got to let it go. You got to forgive. You got to apologize. You got to speak your heart and get these things out of you so that you can keep on moving forward and progressing. Why would you want to be in a situation where you bound? Why? Don't nobody want to be in jail. That's what you'll be. You confined to yourself. You're confined to yourself. All it takes is keeping your heart right. I know that might be easier said than done, but when you look at letting go and giving it to God and things like that as a situation where if I let this go, if I forgive this individual, if I free myself from the bond of that person because of the hurt that they caused me, then I'll be able to open myself up to new things. I'll be able to operate in my gift better. I may get my wealth out of just apologizing to somebody. You never know. So keep this in mind. Don't empower the problem. I chose not to empower the situation that I was going in. I apologized when I needed to apologize. I owned up to my emotions, and I took control of my emotions, and I didn't let them guide me to a place where that could have been devastating to me. That could have affected my relationship with my mother. That could have made things even worse with my ex-wife. I chose not to live in that type of lifestyle. You choose that too. That's all you gotta do is make a choice. Keep your heart right. Keep your mind right. Remember, like I said, change your mind, change your heart, change your life. That being said, y'all be blessed. See y'all when I see y'all.